All right, y'all. Welcome to the Gatekeepers Court, where the fandom meets the courtroom and your faves better come correct. I'm your host, Taylor B, bringing you all the drama, all the receipts, and all the judgment that we can handle. Okay, so this week's case is messy, per usual, so I brought my tea again, because sis needs her tea. And I came to prosecute, period. So let's begin with a recap of this past week, or as we like to call them, our opening statements. So hold on, let me get a little sip. We got ginger today, y'all. Ginger and turmeric. It's the best. So anyways, and you can find that in all your local grocery stores as well. So get you some tea so that you can sip the tea while you get the tea. It go together. So, all right. Bill has a bigger stroke that lands him back in the hospital. So I said this was gonna happen. I don't know if I said it. I don't know if I said it like on my threads or if I said it on here. I'm pretty sure I said it on my threads. I don't know if I said it on here, but yeah, that's what happened. So boom. Bill has a hard time adjusting as a patient, as we knew. I mean, he a lawyer. He used to be in control, just like Danny said, so we get that. But he gonna have to get that together. Cause the best thing he could do right now, the best thing he could be is a patient. Like, let it go. Give it up, delicious. Bill starts physical therapy with Shanice. Also one of the best things he could have did, because Shanice looked like she don't play. And if you've ever done physical therapy before, I've never done it, but I know people who've done it, and I'm telling you, if you've ever done physical therapy before, you know that you need a physical therapist that don't play, because that's the only way you're gonna get better. Like, the only way. I'm telling you. Like the soft ones, or the ones that just, kind of let you do whatever you want to do, or that don't get you nowhere. So we're glad he has Shanice. I was very surprised to learn that she has, both of those credentials, nursing and PT. But I was also very impressed and very happy about it. So, Haley shows Bill a slideshow, including an ultrasound. I don't think it's real. Well, okay. One of the gatekeepers said it might be real, it just ain't hers, which I am totally in agreement with. Because my thing is this: you put together this whole slideshow. I'm pretty sure for the purpose of showing the ultrasound. You ain't slick, Haley. You ain't slick. So I think she put it together for the sole purpose of showing him the ultrasound, just to like slyly try to prove to him like, oh, I'm pregnant. But to be honest, Haley, it still don't look right, because why don't you have one in hand? Like, you showing him this via slideshow, but you still have not put one in his hand. Why would you not think that that would help him get better? Because the whole purpose of the slideshow was to show him why he needs to be here and why he needs to get better. Why would you not just bring him up a ultrasound that he can hold in his hand close to his heart while he in the hospital? Answer me that. I still think she lying, and other folks do too. Yeah. Okay, Nicole popped up on Eva. This was very surprising to me, but I was glad that it happened, because whatever, the talk that they had, I feel like they needed to have it, especially for Nicole. So I was glad that they had that talk, but I also feel like she need to have that same energy popping up with her little mean face. You need to have that same energy with Nicole, because Nicole definitely popped up on you. I'm not saying it to be rude. I'm just saying, like, just for the notes, if you were taking any. Okay. Nicole agrees to allow Eva to help Laura at the house. Now, listen. Y'all know I ride or die for Eva. All day, every day. All day, every day, for real. However, if she had done to me what she did to Nicole, she would never, be in my house again. I don't know what that's about. Nicole a little too Christian for me. I don't know. You got a little bit too much. What would you do? What would Jesus do on your chip? Like, I'm not with all that. But I mean, if that's what floats your boat, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you do. I wouldn't do it, but you do you, sis. Have fun. I don't know. Okay. Tomas meets Leslie at Orphe Jeans. Okay, and then Leslie asks Tomas to fix her situation. Fix it. Like, first of all, why would he do that? Like, what connection do he have to you other than he might have liked Eva a little bit? Which I think he really did like her, but for whatever reason he chose Cat. We're gonna let him do what he wanna do. But yeah, that's the only connection y'all have. Like, why? What vested interest does he have in fixing your situation? Like, even if you would be like, well, I'll be an ally in the future. Like, how does anyone benefit from you being an ally? Unless they needed help moving the body. Or, anything illegal. Like, I feel like that's your specialty. And I just feel like nobody's really into that. I mean, Bill. I feel like Bill could be a good, teammate in the future. But he also has to see value in it too. And I don't think he would. So, yeah, I didn't really get her doing that. I guess like Leslie is just kind of desperate. Because I feel like nobody's on her team, including Eva. Like, Eva's starting to see the real about Leslie. And so she just kind of like, I'm not finna keep, putting myself on the line for you. Like, you keep hurting me and making me out to be the bad guy and even trying to put charges on me. I'm not finna look out for you no more. And I feel that. Because I wouldn't look out for her either. Eva. So, girl, please. Yeah. So I guess that was just a desperation move. Too bad. Danny walks in on a hug between Naomi and Haley in Bill's hospital room. Yeah, this was a little shady, I ain't gonna lie. Because you my daughter. I think Chelsea was hugging her too. But I just remember specifically Naomi hugging her. Yeah, I think Chelsea was hugging her too. But, yeah, no. I'll look at her a little sideways too. Because, I mean, we here for the same purpose. We want Bill to be okay. But, like, don't do the most. But Danny always gonna love her daughter. She don't really care what they do. Like, she gonna love them down to the death. Like, they could commit 10 murders in 5 days. And Danny will still be like, okay, so I'm gonna get your lawyer and I'm gonna make sure after she helps you move the body now. That's the kind of mom Danny is. So yeah, no. I don't see her holding that against them. But you could see that it hurt her when she saw it. Okay, so Derek inquires about Leslie. And Leslie, you got too many people asking questions about you now. Like, I feel like if you this level of crazy, you should stay a little bit under the radar. Like, she too dramatic and she too eager to be seen. And that's what's gonna mess her up in the end. Like, you want too bad for somebody to look at you and be like, oh, she bad. Like, oh, she the one. She crazy. Like, that's what's gonna get you messed up, friend. It's already getting you messed up because you just had to do that scene at their anniversary party. Like, that was dramatic and too much and unnecessary. But it's just like she don't care. Just like when they were trying to hide that her and Eva were mom and daughter. Like, she just kept popping out wherever Eva was, and it's just like, girl, you gonna get y'all caught. And you gonna mess y'all whole plan up. Even though the plan is stupid, you gonna mess it up. So, yeah, Leslie she messing herself up, girl. Making enemies everywhere. It's just a lot. Alright. Kat steals the remaining evidence of Leslie's crime from Eva. This was so stupid. It was stupid. But to be honest, it was also stupid for Eva to have it in her hotel room. Like, me personally, I don't see the issue with renting a locker for maybe 50 cents a day, or that stuff like that is cheap. You can get storage for cheap, especially for something that small. You can get storage for cheap. Like, you don't have to do much. But your hotel room, ma'am, like, that's wild. No wonder she found it, because you just put it in the most obvious place. I mean, granted, you didn't think Eva was looking or coming, to get the stuff. But you knew Leslie at some point would come looking for it and trying to get the stuff. So I'm like, why would you hide that in your hotel room? She know where your hotel room is. She done snuck in your hotel room before. Like, I love you, Eva, but you doing a lot. You pushing it, girl. Like, you have to be smarter about these things. Cat too, though, because at the end of the day, like, you already contaminated the first piece of evidence. Now you finna contaminate even more. Like, it's too much. It's too much. And I mean, she did better this time around. Like, not touching it, not contaminating it. She didn't even started to use gloves now. She cute. It's cute. But still, you do need to get out of the way. Okay, Kat plants the evidence in Leslie's apartment. So, yeah, she did that. I still think it's nuts. Especially because you broke in, like, on the side of the apartment or whatever. And so many people could have seen you. Like, this is an apartment. So think about how many people are walking outside every day, just walking to their cars, walking their dog maybe. It might have multiple buildings. There might be a next building and somebody see you doing that. Like, there's so many ways that you can get caught. And you got the caucasity to be walking out here with your face uncovered, going into people's house, breaking and entering. Girl, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So Jacob finds the evidence in Leslie's apartment. We're glad for this. We're glad for this because we do want Leslie locked up. We just hope it sticks. But we do want Leslie locked up. Jacob fails to get the warrant for Leslie's DNA. To be honest, I feel like he did have enough. He definitely had enough to get the warrant, but the judge was just being a little prick. I'm like, girl, the SVU judges would never. If Benson had brought that to one of them judges on SVU, girl, she would have had that warrant yesterday. So, But there are other ways to get DNA. So, Kat helps Jacob to get Leslie's DNA by using Mona as like a decoy or whatever to kind of lure Leslie there so that she can talk to her about the whole situation and act like she gonna forgive her, but she don't really forgive her because Mona can't fake the funk. And I love that about her. Like, Mona's like, I'm trying. That I did the best I could do, girl. And I love that about her because I can't sit around people I don't like either. Like, and smile and be cool and for what? No. I can't do it. So I really love her for that. I love her for that. But yeah, they got the DNA off the napkin. So boom, they enter like swimwear. Leslie confronts Eva about the missing evidence. So, girl, you brought that on yourself. Danny continues to visit Bill in the hospital. Girl, she just keep going there like every 2 seconds. Like, I was with it at first because I'm like, okay, it's your ex-husband, it's probably your kids, blah blah blah. But she going like every day. She going when it's not visiting hours. She just going and going and going. Like, you just keep going, and I'm just like, ma'am. I don't even know what to tell you, but even though it happened the wrong way, that's somebody else's husband, girl. But no, I mean, you know me. Danny can't do no wrong to me no way. So, I mean, like, I noticed it, but I'm just like, well. All right. So, Chelsea gets closer to Dr. Madison. She puts her on her live. Dr. Madison kind of, reveals to her that, like, I've seen you online. I know who you are. I think you're like this celebrity, and I just got nervous around you, and it's like, it's cool, whatever. I'll take the explanation. I still don't trust you, but I'll take it. We'll take it for the day, for this week. I'll deal with you. So, okay. Dr. Madison shows more interest in Chelsea. I do see it, and I'm very how do I want to say it? I'm very cognizant of it. I like it so far. I'm not like crazy about it, but I like it so far. We cool. Okay. The Articulates agree to do the reunion concert. This is great news, especially for Vernon, who pushed it from beginning to end. So, hope he's happy because he got what he wanted. But I mean, he wanted it because he knew Anita wanted it. So, I mean, we ain't mad at him for wanting what his wife wants. Okay, so Chelsea gets close. Oh, girl, what in the world? Oh, Anita joins the rest of the Articulates for rehearsals in Chicago. Now, I was down for the reunion and everything. I don't know how okay I am with, like, all this traveling across state lines and stuff. That's a lot for me because y'all was just arguing. And I get it. We was sisters and, we loved each other and blah, 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 blah. That's all cool. That's all fine and well and everything. However, this lady, Sharon, was plotting on you. Tracy is a bit of a people pleaser. Like, that can go wrong real fast. So, all I'm saying is be careful, Anita, because people be playing. And plus, you just don't travel with everybody. Like, everybody don't like you. Everybody not your friend. Like, you can't travel with everybody. Sometimes it's safe for the solo travel because people are just dangerous. Like, people be so worried about, oh, you can go to such and such country, you get snatched up. Girl, you have more to worry about with the people that you travel with doing something to you than you do about that. Like, that's how serious it is. People be hating, girl. And they was hating on you for a long time. Every time they mentioned the issue with Anita, it had to do with her success and where she is now. So it's like, you have to take that envy into account. Like, yeah, y'all might have made up, but they're not just going to let that go. Like, they're still going to be like, oh, she's the lead. Oh, she has the most luxurious life. She has the husband that apparently they both wanted at one time. Because they flirt with Vernon a little much for me. They do a bit much. Like, So, yeah, I don't know if like I said, I don't know if I trust that, but I'm glad she checking in with Vernon as much as she is because we need that. We need to know that you okay. We need proof of life, all right? Because, baby, we won't play like that. Okay, Naomi struggles with feelings about her dad. So, yeah, she was just feeling like, he was in the hospital because of the things that she said to him. And, she was thinking like, oh, I stressed him out and that's why he ended up having a stroke. Or a TIA, whatever it's called. But, to be honest, how I feel about that whole situation is Bill invited her to the office for the sole purpose of revealing that pregnancy to her. Like, I'm pretty sure she would have rather you just came to the house after work or something like that. Or even, you could have even called. Like, it's not like she needed like a special announcement. Like, it's not something that's special to her. It's not something that she wants to happen. So it's like, you didn't have to make like a big ceremony out of it. Like, but he just did that because I feel like, yeah, Bill, you like hurting your daughters. Like, and so to me, I'm like, even if what you said stressed him out, he brought that on himself. So me personally, I wouldn't blame myself for none of that because, well, I can't say that because I'm not in her situation, but I'm just saying you shouldn't blame yourself. Like, because he's a dipshit. Anyways, we hate Bill. All right. Bill asked Naomi about constructing his will. All right. So here's the thing. I don't think he dying, but I do know that this situation scared him. And so, like, Naomi feeling like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Da, da, da. But it's like, girl, your dad is getting up there. Like, he not Kane Walker and can't remember which day it is. Oh, but he's still getting up there. Like, it's a smart thing to do. He's having strokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to do it while he's in his right mind. Because what if the next one put him in a point where he can't really express what he wants? You know, like, you never know. So I personally would take advantage of him being lucid, him being in his right mind, and go ahead and construct his will, which is he trying to construct it or update it? Because, well, it seemed like he wanted to put it together. Like, but it's like, nigga, you a lawyer. Why don't you have this together? You a lawyer, you got 2 kids. You supposed to have been put that. Well, he probably got life insurance, though. So he probably feel like, okay, if I was to go, they set up, you know, but, you know, you also got to think about your assets and all that other stuff. So he still should have had his will together. Okay, Vernon almost catches Danny with Andre. This was the funniest shit ever. But this my thing with that. This why you can't live within walking distance of your parents. Like, I've never decided to do that. Like, I remember when I first went to college, because I got 2 degrees and I'm about to go get my 3rd one. My first one, I was an hour up the road from my parents. And when I tell you, they used to pop up on me so bad. That's when I learned, I'm like, we cannot be that close. It's just, you're too comfortable. Like, it's great. You come here, you buy me groceries. It's so sweet, right? But at the same time, like, I don't want no guests. I wasn't in the mood. Like, so the next time around, you know, when I got my master's, child, I went across the country. I went to Vegas. I was not playing. I mean, I didn't initially know that I was gonna do that, but once the offer was on the table, they was talking about in-state tuition for everybody. I was like, this sounds like a vibe. Like, I was like, it sounds like the move. Okay. So yeah, I did it. I say all that to say, you should not live within walking distance of your parents, and if you do, girl, lock your doors. Oh, she don't lock her doors. It make me mad. And even if she do lock her doors, everybody and their mama got a key. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, our girl just don't care about security, and it just it blows me because it's like, girl, you be behind the gates and everything, but anybody could be a serial killer. Like, there was a literal Criminal Minds. There was a literal Criminal Minds episode about a serial killer behind the gates, girl. They was real gated, real bougie, just like y'all. Still got killed. That was good. But yeah, don't be feeling too safe, girl. Because, girl, especially because you be breaking in people's house too. Like, what if somebody want to break in your house and just off you real quick? Like, Haley good for that. I'm sorry. I feel like she the type to try to wait till you sleep because she can't fight. So she gonna wait till you sleep. She gonna wait till you sleep. And she gonna try to come in there and she gonna try to kill you. And you're gonna be gone because you don't lock your doors. But yeah, he almost catches Danny with Andre, and it's so hilarious. She go downstairs trying to offer this man some coffee. He done left. Get a hold of the call. He wasn't even worried about you like that. You was the one who's worried. But I'm glad he didn't catch them though. I would have hated for the first person to like truly find out, like actually pop up on them together in the act. I would have hated for the first person to do that, to be Vernon. Girl, the talk they would have had. Oh my God. That would have been one of the one times that I would have been like, oh my God, I do not want this Vernon talk. This is not good. Hate it. But yeah, Danny encourages Nicole to express her anger. I was so happy for this because Danny is pretty much the only one who has encouraged her to express her anger, and I'm happy about it because everybody else is just like, oh, well, what would you do? What would you tell your client? It's like, stop asking her to therapize this shit. She need to be mad. She need to be pissed. She need to be on her waiting to exhale shit, okay? Because if she don't do it now and it build up, she gonna do it later, and bodies gonna pile up, and y'all gonna be like, oh my God, who is Nicole? This girl is different. Like, you gonna be you gonna be very surprised about who you get. So just let her be her. Like, let her be angry. Let her, like, she need to hang around Danny more. If Danny is fine with breaking up all her porcelain so that her sister can, you know, express her anger, I'm fine with that. And I like that she called it ceramics therapy. That's funny. Carlton encourages Ted to pursue Nicole more. He does. He does need to do that. But at the same time, he is kind of spread thin. Like, he trying to build a relationship with his daughter. You know, he trying to maintain a relationship with Kat. Him and Martin is on the rocks. Like, you know, so I definitely understand that. He's trying to maintain his relationship with his kids. And I get it. That does take precedent. But at the same time, like, you didn't cheat on them. You cheated on your wife. So you have to find a way to squeeze that in, girl. But I'm telling you, you need to, girl is universal around here. I'm sorry. But no, you need to get on your boom box in the yard type shit. Like, you need to be out here playing some Jodeci in the yard. Talk about baby, I'm begging. Like, if you need some help, let me know, because I'm into that type of shit. I'm real big on romance. I like all that. So, you need some help that's like not I am biased, but okay, I'm not like that biased though. I'm TV biased, but if you was to like come and ask me, like, I'm not like behind the gates biased. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't tell the people at the country club not to serve you no dinner. That's, you know? So, you gave me up. Martin tries to keep Smitty from digging into things related to his secret. He keeps doing that. And I don't know if you know, but he's an investigative journalist. He's already started going down the rabbit hole. You're late. Okay? He's gonna find out. So you might as well just tell him. Cause I feel like if he find out before you tell him, he gonna divorce you. And I'ma support him. Martin talks to Nicole about his nightmares. I think this was great. This is a great opening. But apparently he wasn't supposed to, because then Martin talks to Vernon about his nightmares, and Vernon is like, who'd you talk to about this? And he's like, I talked to my mom. And he's like, why would you tell her about this? And da 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 da. So I don't think he was supposed to. But I'm glad he did reach out. But my thing about the talk with Nicole was, like, Nicole said she gave him a list of therapists, and then she told him to, you know, contact them. He didn't. He contacted Vernon, and that made me angry. Go talk to a therapist, please. Okay. A piece of Martin's past comes back to visit him. So Kenneth whispers in his ear, let's see how what color your money is, you know, and that's what he heard in his dream. One of the gatekeepers was like, not gonna lie, if he would have whispered in my ear like that, I would have laid him out. I'm like, yes, me too. Cause don't do that. Like, especially when I'm sitting at a table, I don't know you, like, please. Okay. Eva tells Ted that she doesn't like doing hair anymore. And then Ted offers Eva the office manager job at his practice. So on my threads, I was like, I remember saying, like, Ted was sweet for that, because I'm like, my dad would have been like the granddad on Hoes. He would have been like, well, that's too damn bad. And not because my dad wouldn't care, but I'm saying my dad would have been like, after I paid the booth rent, you finna tell me that? Oh, no, you finna at least finish this month. Or however long he paid for her to have the booth rent for. So, yeah, my dad would have been like, too damn bad. You sure finna finish up. Then he'll offer me the job. But Ted's sweet though. Ted just throwing money away. Listen, you might got a pending divorce. You might want to chill. I don't know. That's my suggestion. That's what I would do as your legal but not very legal advisor. But anyways, Derek and Ashley navigate awkwardness in their relationship, but they're navigating it away from each other, which is annoying me as a therapist because just talk. Like, it wouldn't be so awkward if y'all would talk and stop walking on eggshells around each other. And it's both of y'all. I can't stand that they keep trying to make it like it's Derek. Derek did this. Derek said that. It's all Derek's fault. No. Ashley is a self-sabotager. And Ashley don't let that man do nothing. He can't say nothing. He can't do nothing. The minute he does anything that even a little bit contradicts what she thinks should be going on within their relationship, Derek is the problem now. Like, that's too much. Too much for me. So they could have just talked. But yeah, Ashley believes that Derek wants to leave her. That's my dream, but he doesn't want to leave you. And I don't have nothing against neither one of them as characters, but it's just like the fact that y'all keep going in this cycle of we're not talking about it and we're not saying what we feel and we're just talking to everybody else and their mama about it. Like, give it up. Sick of y'all. And so then Derek does the unthinkable and proposes to Ashley. I mean, at least they, I had said this on my threads too. I was like, at least they wedding not gonna get shot up. But I feel like we skipping a few steps. We are. Because first of all, y'all just lived together for 5 minutes, could not stand it. Now you're talking about getting married, which means living together is going to be brought up again. Yeah, y'all might get a new place, but I think it's much bigger than space. I think the problem just lies in the fact that y'all are afraid. One thing about being in a relationship, you can't be afraid of arguing, and you can't be afraid of hard conversations. And y'all are afraid of both. And I don't like that. Like, for a couple to say they want to be together as much as y'all do, I don't like it. So, hopefully during the engagement period, y'all get that together. But a lot of people's engagement periods don't be long. I'm hoping y'all are not one of those couples, because if y'all rush this marriage, y'all are going to regret it for the rest of your lives, or at least, for the 45 days that y'all will be married. So, Kat and Chelsea move into Danny's guest house. I think this is a cute idea, and Danny's right. Like, they'll be focused, and they'll be together, so they'll always be able to talk business. Which, I mean, it can get a little stressful, like always living with your business partner, feeling obligated to talk about those things, but I think they can work it out. So I think this was a great idea, and plus, Chelsea can probably be like an anchor for Kat, because Kat, that girl she been on one. She need a roommate. She needs somebody that can do them wellness checks that ain't got to knock on the door. Yeah, well, not the front door. She'll definitely have to knock on her room door, but that's better than having to knock on the front and the room. It's just a lot going on. So I'm glad for that. Kat and Chelsea catch Andre looking for Danny at her house. Okay, so this was hilarious. I just think it's hilarious. And the fact that he explained like the fact that they're not related so quickly and so definitely, like, I was just like, he had to make sure you knew, baby. I ain't doing nothing bad. I ain't doing nothing nasty. Like, we are well within our rights. But I get him not wanting to tell them though, but I mean, you kind of caught in the act. You was caught red-handed, best friend. I don't know. Well, now that we've laid out the facts, it's time to take someone to task. So court is now in session and the docket is open. So who is on the docket for today? We have Miss Haley Hamilton for faking a pregnancy. She's been accused of this before. but we're still gathering evidence. So this is pretty much like the same case, but continued. So yeah, more evidence is in. So we do have that slideshow ultrasound with no physical one. That's very suspect. And also not one doctor's visit. And sweetheart, you're in the hospital. I don't know what you up to or why, because you is married to the man, but I just feel like this, you might as well just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and tell that man you faking, tell him you lying, because I feel like if he finds out on his own when you're not showing when you're supposed to, not only is he gonna divorce you and kick you out, you're not gonna have anything. So I feel like in order for you to make sure that you can still live that life, you know, the black cards and, you know, being able to shop however you want, because let's be real, you be saying, oh, I don't care about the money, I don't care about the money, but you kind of do though. So let's be serious. But yeah, just go ahead and let him know, okay? As of right now, I think we do have enough evidence though. Do I want to go ahead and give a guilty verdict? You know what? We're gonna continue this case. We're gonna continue this case. I was gonna say guilty, but I'm gonna push for a continuance. Because we still need to gather more evidence, but I think we need a smoking gun. That's what we need. Now I'm being a hard ass DA, but that's what we need. Or the hard ass judge. Yeah, that's what we need, girl. So so what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna order 2 top shelf pregnancy tests, and I want you to take those at Danny Dupree's. Okay, you have to take the test at Danny's or you didn't do it. So yeah, we're gonna do this continuous, but until we get those pregnancy tests in, we ain't gonna say if she guilty or innocent. Now, me the person, you're definitely guilty, but me the judge, continuance. All right, well now that that's over, let's go ahead and wrap this case up. It's time for the verdict, okay, which is my final take and what I see coming next. All right, so this is what I think. Bill will make a full recovery. He is doing well. As long as he does what Shanice says and, you know, follows all the other orders from Dr. Madison, I think he'll be good. But he had to stop being so stubborn. Because it's like, you going to make your recovery longer not listening. And they're not going to care. They're just going to keep taking your money. So, do what you need to do, stupid. Bill I think Bill is secretly suspicious of Haley's pregnancy. He not stupid. That's why I'm saying that. I didn't see nothing in his face. He really looks like he believes it. But I think Bill the snake, that nigga know. Like, I feel like Bill the snake is like, why she ain't show me that ultrasound? Why I ain't seen no test yet? Why we ain't went to the doctor? Why she ain't went to the doctor? How she found out if she ain't go to the doctor? Because usually, if you pee on a stick and it's positive, you still got to go to the doctor for the doctor to tell you how many weeks or months you are, you know, for them to confirm it first. Then to tell you how many weeks or months you are, whether or not you high risk, etc., etc. Like, So I think Leslie gonna be picked up soon because they did get the DNA. So I think they got everything they really need, TBH. But I also think Kat will eventually be charged too, because she's just been a little sloppy with trying to connect evidence and put things where they should. And, you know, even with the whole thing with the jacket, like, she's been real sloppy and just too eager to try and get what she want out of the case or whatever. And so I think, yeah, she's going to be charged as well. So while she up here just trying so hard to put Leslie in jail, girl, you might be next. Kat, oh yeah, I think Kat will also be upset about Eva taking her place as office manager, but we knew that. We know that. Ted know it. Eva know it. We know it. The gatekeepers know it. Like, because first of all, she gonna feel like Eva's taking something of hers, even though she's like voluntarily giving it up. And she don't feel like Eva deserves to be in any position that she has been in, including being Ted's daughter. Like, that's why she always like to call her like a charity case or whatever she be saying, a drive-by daughter, drive-through daughter, or something like that. Like, she don't like, you got to pay attention to the language that she uses when she's talking about Eva. Like, she really likes to use all these different like words and colloquialisms just to point out the fact that Eva's not as fortunate as her. So, and I get it, like the way that she came into her life was not ideal, but at the same time, it's like the way she talks about her, and even before she found out that they were sisters, like she always hated Eva based on class. So, yeah, that's definitely going to put another scratch on that wound, whatever it is. Because what is you mad about? Like, how you mad the girl broke? I don't know. I never understood classism. How you mad at me for not having no money? Oh, of all the isms, I feel like, okay, racism is kind of crazy, but, well, it is crazy. I ain't gonna say kind of, but I'm just saying, like, classism is, like, a wild one, because it's, like, it's really not my fault I don't have no money, girl. That's quite literally the economy. It's the economy. But, I mean, it's the same thing with race. Like, I can't help I was born black. Stupid. But, and I don't want to. I don't want to help it. I like being black. Annoying. Now, with being poor, it's like, most people can't help the fact that they're poor. But they wish they could. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, with all these financial gurus and other people out there taking advantage of people and using these pyramid schemes to get people rich or whatever, like, girl, these people be lying. These people be predatory. The banks are predatory. Everybody, the credit card companies are predatory. Like, and if you start off that way, it's so easy to just slip down into that hole. So it's like, I really never understood classism because it's quite literally a systemic thing. I mean, all the isms are when you really think about it, but classism for sure, like, I really cannot help that I'm broke. Like, unless I hit the lottery, baby, it's gonna stay like that. Like, that's how it is most times when you're struggling like that. But yeah. Ugh. Anyways, Danny and Bill might get back together slowly. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm sorry. Like, they're just bonding a little bit too much during this hospital stint. I just see it happening. And I know I was like, oh, I don't want it to. Part of me does want it to happen just to spite Haley because she just thinks she's so safe. And I just want her to know that she's not. But outside of that, it's not really my preference. But I think it's going to happen whether I want it to or not. Because, you know, I love Danny and she's on my can do no wrong list. But Danny don't listen to me. So I don't know what to do about that. I think, okay, Anita and the Articulates will run into some issues in Chicago. I feel like they already have. Because you remember Vernon had got the phone call and he was like, I can't hear you. I don't know. Because what's going on that he can't hear you? People always be on the phone in the country club. So I'm like, why he can't hear her? So, anyways, I think Kenneth might be trying to extort Martin. Because it's like, why you just peeping? Every time this man go anywhere, do anything in the country club, you over here peeping off the side. Like, he look like he got a plan. He's giving me Leslie vibes. Mm-hmm. But he a little more stealth than her. She not stealth. Mm-mm. He's definitely doing a great job, although we don't like him. But he's doing a great job if you got a plan. So I think he's gonna try to extort Martin. Unless he don't care about money. And his whole thing is like trying to reveal the secret. But I don't know. I feel like he would have did that already. Yeah, he might be trying to extort him. All right. I think Ashley is going to find a way to sabotage his wedding because that's just what she does. That's just who she is. She's going to sabotage the relationship. She's going to sabotage the wedding. She's just gonna make everything unbearable. Like, Ashley's so OCD. And here's the thing. When you're OCD, the worst nightmare for anybody around you is a wedding. Girl, she finna drive everybody crazy. You talking about a bridezilla? A bride from hell. You hear me? All right. Danny and Andre will come out at the wedding if they aren't outed beforehand. So, I mean, like, Kat and Chelsea kind of already know. But I don't know if they're going to tell their business. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, Chelsea, that's her mama. Kat, that's her aunt. She really loves her aunt. So I don't think they really going to, like, out her. At least not to know. I mean, I know not to know outsiders, but I don't think they would out her to, like, Vernon or even Nicole. I don't think they would out her. Yeah, so I think they're going to come out at the wedding. They just going to be like, you know what, fuck it. Like, we're tired. All this ducking and dodging, girl. We done. So, yeah, I think they're going to come out at the wedding. All right. Well, that concludes this week's session of the Gatekeepers Court. So, remember, court may adjourn. All right. But the judgment lives on. So, until next time, stay shady, stay sharp, and stay tuned. Bye, y'all.